Yo and hello. I read the entirety of the first volume of Demon Slayer, and there's a few things I picked up on I want to share. This whole series really is made for people even if they've read or watched the whole anime. I'm going through it and picking up details that maybe some people have missed. Before I get too far in to explain like the story of the whole thing, I just want to ask if there's anything that like you picked up when you read through the whole series. Try not to spoil me or anyone else in the comments just in case, because I'm just getting started. But just be like, if there's anything interesting, like, oh, there was this moment in this other series I read, and I totally picked up on these two details that they, because I think that's what really makes a good story is that you see something in the beginning of like Tanjiro, he doesn't have good instinct, he hesitates too much, and then by the end of this, even this single volume, he was able to overcome that, and that's kind of his character arc even off the bat. So just let me know if you find stuff like that when you read manga or watch anime. So if I start from the beginning, just to kind of have a kind of synopsis of the first volume. Um, Tenjiro, he lives up inside the mountain. He's got his, his family sells charcoal, so he carries charcoal in the big backpack, big basket on his back thing. And the whole thing about the charcoal is really just so that he's strong enough that he's used to carrying these heavy loads on his back. And he has this, and even if he got the basket from a different family, he was able to carry his sister in the basket. And that's kind of just the quick explanation of how he's able to just carry her around in a backpack style method without being exhausted, because he's actually quite a strong kid to begin with. That's kind of a quick and easy way to be able to get around the whole idea that he has to carry her around during the daytime in an enclosed space where she's not exposed to sunlight. So it's kind of a little bit of this plot device. It's kind of nice. It's kind of just kind of interesting character, design choices that are actually pretty interesting. And then when he comes back home and everyone's killed and his daughter, his girlfriend, his sister is turned into a demon, and the demon slayer shows up. He's really cold about it. He's just like, okay, well, she's a demon, so we have to kill her. I'm gonna kill her. You can't stop me. But Tanjiro says he doesn't want to do that, so he gets into a fight with him, and he's able to actually do pretty well. He has like a good strategy. He was going to sacrifice himself, but he had a cool technique. He was going to throw the axe up. He was going to throw the axe, run to the side. He threw the rock. He threw the axe, and then he charged. And the guy didn't see him throw the axe. So he has this good battle instinct. The other demon slayer was telling him about how he's too kind to get the job done, be able to kill a demon, even if it was his own sister. Even if Tanjiro had like good strategy, like he had some good fighting instincts, and he seemed like he was actually a pretty strong person naturally, his mind was too weak to be a good warrior, kind of. That's what I noticed first, and then and later you see growth and development later on. He has that strong sense of smell, and that smell leads him to be able to have. He's able to sniff out the enemy, the demon's weaknesses, and be able to see that string that goes from his katana. And what the manifestation of that string is that's his instinct, being able to tell him instantly what to do, without him having to thinking about how to do it. So that's pretty much like in Dragon Ball Z, where they keep talking about Ultra Instinct stuff. The Ultra Instinct is telling you to be able to act without having to think about it, and that's kind of his natural abilities so far, along with being able to has his strong sense of smell that lets him smell the demon blood. The other demon slayer told him to go meet up with this teacher out in the mountains, and that's where they find each other. Tanjiro trains for a year and a half, pretty much. Because he was able to defeat, a duel with that ghost kid, and was able to cut off his mask and also cut the stone at the same time. That was his proving moment where he was able to, that he was stronger than the previous kids who weren't able to survive the final exam, that one demon that killed many of them. That's where the spirits of those ghost children reside, is in that boulder, that boulder, because I don't know the mechanics of how they're attached to the boulder, but that's just kind of how it is. And even the old man doesn't know that these kids live in, or those spirits are there. Like he can't even detect them. So something about having heightened senses is kind of the thing that can make you a good demon slayer. And Tanjiro has natural instincts that he can sense Ichigo Kurosaki style, just talk to these ghost kids. Even the master in the mountains doesn't even have that ability. So he was wondering, and that was the detail that was shown. How does he know the names of those kids? And if you look at the string shows him where he needs to cut, and that's like his instinct telling him what he needs to do in that moment, and not think about what he needs to do, but just act upon it instantly. And that gives you the edge of being a good swordsman, is not thinking about, I need to cut like this and like this. It's just you see the situation and you instantly cut, and you're not thinking about what you're doing, but you just instinctually know how to fight. So in the beginning, we kind of see he lacked that instinct, and then he was able to gain that along with, his mind and his body were able to train and be able to learn that. So that's kind of that was the gist of it. That's what I learned reading Demon Slayer Volume 1. Um, what I really like about Demon Slayer is that it's just about telling the story. It's not like, it doesn't seem formulaic. Like I'm watching Hunter x Hunter right now, and I really like it. It's really awesome. It's really good anime. The new one, the newer version. But it's kind of formulaic because they're instantly going, gone. He's going, and he's going to the Hunter exams, and there's the steps to get to the exam, and then there's exam stage 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's all these just kind of like like steps, and it seems like it's a good way to introduce the characters in the world and all that stuff, but it seems a little formulaic. This is just like Tenjiro comes home, his family's murdered, his girlfriend. Oh my god, it's not a girl, it's sister. It's his sister. I don't have a sister, so I don't know how to relate very well to having siblings. Um, his sister is turned into a demon. He has to go to the mountain and train. Brings her with him. Goes to, you know, it's just about the storytelling. One beat after the next. There's nothing like it's not like there's like a like in it's very good. I like it. It's not, and I haven't gotten very far, so I got to read volume 2. So that's kind of it for now.